Hall of Fame shit, nigga. Keep it. Come on, get out there. Get out there. Good catch, my boy. 5 Unit Nation, man. Number one, man.
Hey, my dog, run this shit up, man. Let's go home. We found.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of SGDS Same Goes Different Struggles Podcast. I am your host, AJ, and this is episode, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is episode 83. So I do appreciate all my subscribers and everybody that's been tuning in. If you don't know who I am Ajay Brown. I am the host, the brand, the owner, the CEO of this brand, Same Goes Different Struggles. I do apologize if y'all do see me, like if I'm kind of not in the spirit today. I just got off work and I'm kind of pissed off today, man. I ain't been straight this whole week, bro. And it's like the energy I've been around just ain't been good, bro. Like, so I'm just trying to regroup and really get myself together. I ain't really been trying in the mood to talk to nobody. And I ain't trying to be negative or trying to even be all that bullshit. Like, I ain't even trying to be on that today, y'all. So I'm trying to get y'all some good shit today as much as fairly as I can. If you do subscribe, please subscribe to the channel for my next and upcoming video. Today, man, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do my Dr. Cheyenne Bryant react from her Shannon Sharpe interview and stuff like that. And I'm gonna also give my opinion on the outfit that's been going around. But first, y'all, I'm gonna talk a little bit about what happened yesterday with sport, and then I'll get into a little politics, and then we'll go on to the Cheyenne Bryant situation, y'all. Let me get into this. Let's get into the NFL first, y'all. Let's check these scores from yesterday. If I'm not mistaken, I think I took the Cowboys, y'all. So yeah, I think I did. So I think I was 2-for-1 yesterday. The Lions end up getting disqualified, but I'm gonna start with the Cowboys yesterday. I watched this game pretty much. It was a pretty straight game. All right, the Cowboys was winning most of the game until the late, like fourth quarter, where the Commanders was coming back. I say third quarter, they was coming back, and then Cowboys closed it out. They moved to 7-8-1. The Commanders is 4-12. The Commanders actually have been 0-8 in primetime games this year. Not even this year. I'm probably over the last, I guess, over the Dan Quinn regime. I don't know, man, how that shit is gonna turn. Hopefully, Jalen Daniels come back next year and they regroup, man. Dak Prescott was 19 out of 37 for 307 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jay Crosskey, I don't know who that was, had 11 carries for 105 yards for Washington. Deebo Samuels trucked the fuck out of somebody and knocked that nigga helmet off like a motherfucker, bro. I ain't seen Deebo get down like that since San Francisco, man. But hopefully the Cowboys, I guess, I don't even really give a fuck about the Cowboys, but if the Cowboys are gonna do anything next year, hopefully they are building how would I want to say this shit? They're building just a winning culture for next year, as they, I guess you want to say. But I don't see the Cowboys being shit no time soon. Next game we got is the Vikings versus Lions. So the Lions lost yesterday. I had the Lions, like I said, they were supposed to win this game if they was going to be in contention to stay in the playoffs. They actually lost, and they are eliminated out of the playoffs. But they look this fucking sad. And I think Jared Goff, and let's look at the stats real quick, because I think he had 5 interceptions. If I'm not mistaken. No, it was 5 sacks. I apologize. So it was 5 sacks. I didn't watch this game. He was 18 out of 29 for 197 yards. 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, 5 sacks. This was a must-win game for the Lions, and I don't know how the fuck they lost this game. This year has not been good for the Lions. Jahmyr Gibbs was 17 carries, 41 yards. That's not his typical thing. Jahmyr Gibbs is way better than that. David Montgomery, and I was wondering, so because I'm wondering, will David Montgomery stay or like will they be able to keep that routine or that two-head running back system going, man? Because I believe David Montgomery can be a starting running back for another team. But I do know that Jameer Gibbs get majority of the carries. But I guess they're gonna have to see how that shit's gonna work next year. They only got one more game this year. Amir Ross Brown had 8 receptions for 68 yards. I wish the Falcons had him and Drake London as they wide receiver because Brown is a stud. Um, Justin Jefferson had 4 receptions for 30 yards. Yeah, man, good win by the Vikings, man. I didn't expect to see this. I don't even know who Max Brosmer is, but this shit, my nephew can do better than this, bro. Like 9 out of 16 for 51 yards. I don't even know. See, and that's crazy, bro. Like, how the fuck do you use? And he had 7 sacks. I didn't watch this game. I need to see these highlights from this game. I'm gonna go back and see the highlights from this game because how the fuck do you lose to that? Like, you barely threw the fucking ball. I don't understand that, bro. That's crazy to me. Whatever, bro. Next game we got is the Broncos versus Chiefs. And from what I've heard about that game, the Broncos didn't look stellar. The offense didn't look too great. From what it looked like, they was losing into the third quarter. Bo Nix was 26 out of 38 for only 182 yards. That is not gonna cut it in the playoffs, bro. I don't care. He better. They're gonna have to really step it up, man. They're gonna have to get back to what they was. Maybe it was just an off game, but they should have blew the Kansas City Chiefs out without Patrick Mahomes, without their second string quarterback. I don't even know who the fuck a Chris or they Kanunki, whatever the fuck his name is. I don't even know who that is. Kareem Hunt was 7 carries, 38 yards. RJ Harvey, 14 carries for 43 yards. The rushing game, I mean, they mixed it up. So, I mean, Bo Nix had 9 carries, 42 yards. Not really too bad. Cortland Sutton was 4 receptions, 40 yards. He's a stud as a wide receiver, man. Patrick Surtain, one of my favorite cornerbacks in the league right now, had 5 tackles, 4 solo overall. That defense, that Bronco defense is solid, bro. So good win for the Broncos, even though the offense, like, I don't know what the fuck the offenses were yesterday. I really, like I said, man, my mind was gone yesterday. I really wasn't even paying attention. Like, this year was just not the year for me, bro. For like holiday time, I just been grieving a lot lately. Next, we're gonna go to the NBA, y'all. So I kind of seen clips of this shit. I seen highlights. I seen Devin Mitchell and his Coco and all that shit. But the Cavaliers was actually winning this game, and they allowed the Knicks to come back. That's why I wish my brother was here, cause like he always talk shit about Cleveland, and I told him, bro, I just don't have Donovan Mitchell winning the championship. I don't see it happening. Like I said, I don't know. Maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe it'll shock the fuck out of me. Jalen Brunson had 34 points, and Devin Mitchell had 34 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. Let's see. Darius Garland had 20 points, 1 rebound, 10 assists. And like Cleveland got some players, bro. Evan Mobley. I wonder why Evan Mobley's on the bench. Oh, he's coming off the bench. I don't even know why. Evan Mobley was the top player, and they got Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball is a really was a solid player. 14 points. 14 minutes, 0 points. He fell off. He was a solid player to me. With really solid defense. I just think injuries really have gotten to Lonzo Ball. Carl Anthony Towns. Congratulations to him. He got engaged the other day. He had 11 points. I talked about Jalen Brunson having 34 points, 4 assists, 1 rebound. Malik Bridges had 12 points for 3 and had 3 rebounds, 3 assists. So New York been solid, man. I hope they could keep this going. I know this is just the first half of the NBA season. The thing to me is when the second half after the All-Star break, how is everybody gonna keep up? So this right here, Spurs versus Thunders. The Spurs have beat the Thunder at least 3 times this year. I just don't think and I told my homie Jared, I need you to come on live, bro, and apologize, dog. And I know you're gonna see this, dog. You got it. He probably ain't gonna do it. He gonna probably still think. So Jared feel like Wemby was just another version of Bobo. I don't know if Jared just need to watch watch Wemby play a lot more, he's nothing like. I mean, I see little similarity, but he's not Bobo. Like he's way better than Bobo. Bobo not even fucking touching Wemby, yo. Wemby could be the face of the league if they allowed him to. I don't know if they allow an international player to be the face of an NBA American League team, but if they did, Wemby is that motherfucking dude, bro. And they have a fucking team, and the Spurs are gonna be contenders to people that y'all need to watch out for. Did he even start yesterday? He didn't even start. Wemby came off the bench. That's crazy. He had 19 points. Harrison Barnes had, I don't even know if those were the stars. So yeah, he did come off the bench. Harrison Barnes had 15 points. I didn't even know that nigga was still around playing. Aaron Fox had 29 points. Stephon Castle had 19 points, man. The Spurs have a young, solid team. Dylan Harper. Harper is a hold on, y'all. I apologize. My bad, y'all. This fucking damn thing. But yeah, Dylan Harper, I believe came out this year draft, man, is a stud, man, and they got some ball players on their team, bro. I don't know why Victor Wembanyama was coming off the bench, but like I said, bro, Wembanyama is a fucking all-star to me. He's a stud, bro. I think he might have just been coming off injury, and they just slowly getting him back into the rotation. But Wembanyama is a star, bro. I don't know why OKC have been problems with them, and it might be because I seen the foul that he did on Holmgren, but he knocked the shit out of Holmgren, and I don't think Holmgren has the talent or the strength to really fuck with Wemby in the paint at all. So that might be a problem if they face up in the playoffs. Like I don't know if SGA can really carry that team. Him and Jalen Williams carry that team over a talented team like the Spurs because, like I said, Wemby, De'Aaron Fox, and Dylan Harper, as he grows and become a better basketball player and become more knowledgeable of the game, bro, even if it's not this year, right? Because, like the regular season and playoffs is totally different. I'm pretty sure the coaches are going to make adjustments after a while, after they play again, hopefully. Let's just say hopefully, knock on wood. But the Spurs are going to be a team that's probably going to give OKC a run. Y'all let me know in the chat for the people that's listening. How do y'all feel? Do y'all feel like OKC can beat the Spurs in a 7-game series, man? Jalen Williams only had 12 points. You got to come. Jalen Williams has to have at least 20 points to match with SGA. They're going to have to step up. They're going to have to play a lot better if they're going to beat 3 losses. Like 3 of their 5 losses have been by the Spurs. So to me, man, the Spurs have the OKC number. I don't know what it is right now, but they have their number. Next game we got as well, y'all. We have the Mavericks versus the Warriors. And as you know, as a holiday, routine, Christmas Day tradition, Anthony Davis got hurt yesterday. Like always. Ain't like it ain't never. Like this motherfucker ain't never hurt. I think Anthony Davis needs to sit his ass down and just fucking retire. Because he just be getting paychecks. He stay hurt. I don't know what the fuck he be doing during the off season. Apparently he's not putting in the work, and that's crazy that they traded Anthony Davis for Luka, and they be talking about Luka didn't want to work out and all that shit. Luka played way more than Anthony Davis, way more. So whatever they saying that he didn't do or he wasn't doing, I would have never touched that deal, bro. They would have had to fire me. PJ Washington had 14 points. Cooper Flag has been a stud, has been looking like the number 1 pick, well deserved, 27 points. I can't wait to see Kyrie come back. Klay Thompson had 7 points. No comment. Brandon Williams had 26 points. Like that's what I'm saying, man. Like Dallas got some young talent. They really got some young. I mean, I ain't gonna say they do got some young talent. They got some young talent. I want to see how it'll be with Kyrie come back, but with Anthony Davis not really being always staying hurt, you never know what his condition might be. I just don't think they have enough firepower to compete with like a Spurs or a OKC in the playoffs. I might be wrong, even a Houston. You feel me? Like I don't see, and even the Lakers. You know what I mean? Even though the Lakers got a lot, they got to work on their defense and shit, and I will get on that in a few minutes on their next game, but they got to do better, man. D'Angelo Russell didn't even fucking play. I don't even know why he's on the team. Jimmy Butler had 14 points. Um, Draymond Green did play. I didn't even know. I don't know what they're gonna do with Draymond Green, man. Draymond Green, man, is a very. I like Draymond Green, but once a nigga just keep doing the same shit over and over and over, it gets annoying and tiring. Even as a player, I mean, as a leader on the team, I'm pretty sure Steph Curry gets tired of that shit. I'm pretty sure a lot of players get tired of that shit. Even though he's that emotional, spiritual person that leads that team and everything, when they need him, bro, either he gets in some bullshit foul trouble or he gets attacked or it just be costing them shit, bro. And they don't need that. Thank God, they won the game. Steph Curry had 23 points. Mosley Moody had 12. Uh, Al Horford, old ass, a Florida alumni, had 14 points. He's still going strong. Gary Perry the second had 6 points. So, a great win. Anthony Richardson, a Florida alumni. I got to shout out my Florida players. He had 5 points. So, shout out to Golden State for that win. Next game we got, like I was talking about, the Rockets versus the Lakers. Lakers didn't play no fucking defense at all in this game, bro. I don't know what the fuck the Lakers be going through, and they have these good moments, and then they have like these blowout games like this. Kevin Durant had 25 points. He showed his ass. He had a solid game. Amon Thomas, who's a fucking stud to me, is 26 points. That's why I say, bro, with their coach, Ubaka, I think I'm saying his name right. Or if I'm not, I apologize. And then Jabari Smith Jr. had 16 points. I think I'm missing somebody. It might be Shotgun, 14 points. It's another one. I think it's the white boy. I think he's number 28. He's a good player too. They got Jeff Green. Like, yeah, they got some. They got Clint Capella. Like, they have some good, solid rotational players as well. I think the Houston Rockets, like, it's gonna be a tight race in that West when they come down to who's gonna make it to the Western Conference Final. Like I said, just the start of the year, not even halfway there. You know what I mean? It's just the beginning. But I do have Houston being one of them teams that will probably end up making it to the Western Conference Final if everything goes right. I just don't know KD. I hope KD can do it, but I don't know. You know what I mean? I just don't know. LeBron only had 18 points. Luka had 25. Austin Rivers had 12. The defense on that game just sucked. They didn't show up for defense. Marcus Smart had 6 points. He's supposed to be one of their defensive leader. Kitchen had only 2 points. Bronny had a three with 3 minutes. Jared Valender Benton. I don't know how I'm fucking up the name. He had 11 points. Jake LaRiva had 5 points. It just wasn't enough, man. I don't know if they like, cause I know a lot of these players don't like playing on Christmas Day, bro. Like, they rather be with their family. So I get it, but this is what you get paid for. I work Christmas. I know that shit don't matter to nobody, but I'm always working. Like, I think a lot of times, man, like, and I don't even think it's about the gifts or just the holiday. I think a lot of these players just want to spend time with their family because they always on the road and they don't get a chance to spend time and cherish these moments. These are moments, critical moments that you'll never get back. So I get it, but we all know what we sign up for in life, and unfortunately, sometimes it can backfire. Next game we got is the Timberwolves versus Nuggets. The Nuggets beat the Timberwolves 142 to 138. Anthony had 44 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. I mean, 3 steals. Jokic had a career fucking. There's an all-star game yesterday. He had 56 points, 16 rebounds, and 15 assists. Jokic, bro, is a first round Hall of Famer, bro, already. Like, he's a fucking unicorn, bro. Julius Randle. That's why I say, bro, they just need one more person, dog. Like, I wouldn't even take away Julius Randle. Like, I'll keep him there, but they just need one more person. Jaden McDaniel had 21 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Uh, Ruby Gobert didn't do really shit. 9 rebounds. I guess he had 12 rebounds. 9 points, 12 rebounds, whatever. Naz Reid had 13 points. So that was pretty solid. Probably against any other team, like, let me say, probably against any other team, they would have won this game. So I don't want to say that. Just the Jokic had a fucking just went off, and Jamal Murray went off 35 points. Like, that's hard. That's hard when you got two of your best. They Nuggets are two best players are just going off. What's their record? 22-8. Like, they are having a real solid year. That's another team. These are two other teams that could be coming out the West, like I said, that West is loaded, bro. Like, I don't even know really who's gonna come out the East because the East is up for toss up. But to me, the West is gonna be like one of them. Like, it's gonna be hard to come out the West. 7 games, all them rounds, bro. It's gonna be hard because the West is a battle, bro. And I know, if you know about basketball, shit get different in the playoffs. So that's why I say the Lakers gonna have to find a way to learn how to play defense because they not gonna make it out the first round not playing no defense against a lot of these teams. But yeah, man, those were the games for this week. Not this week. I apologize for Christmas Day, y'all. And I'm done with sports for the day, man. Let's get into this politics. Then I'm gonna get into this Cheyenne Bryant, y'all. Let's see what's going on in politics. We had some shit. Like I said, bro, Trump be just doing shit, and then boom, like out of nowhere, you just like niggas be distracted by certain shit, and then boom, just some bullshit. Trump announced, what the fuck? Hold on, y'all. Where that shit go? Hold on, y'all. I gotta find that shit. Or I might have to go to ABC. I don't know what the fuck just happened, why that shit went off. So Trump fucking made a hit on Nigeria yesterday, and I'm trying to find a clip for it. There you go. Trump announced a U.S. attack on Trump announced a Christmas night airstrike on ISIS terrorist scrum in Nigeria after killing of the Christians. Let me play this video for y'all real quick, man. See what the hell going on. My bad, y'all.
The PC Defender is the industry-leading computer and monitor protective enclosure for any environment. The PC Defender is NEMA 4, 4X, and IP66 rated, and is engineered for either indoor or outdoor use, protecting against water, dust, and corrosion. Heavy-duty rubber gaskets and a sealed polycarbonate window keep your electronics safe and dry, while tight-fitting keyed compression locks block out contaminants and unauthorized access. An internal fan filter system keeps your electronics cool while filtering out dust and other airborne particulates. The PC Defender was meticulously designed to safeguard a computer CPU and monitor on the inside, with a or foldable standard keyboard and mouse tray on the outside. Available in a stand large size, you have the right vendor to eat. Avoid costly downtime and protect your electronics and screens with the best in the industry, the PC Defender. Call us today at 866-646-4383 for a price quote or see our full line of enclosures at pcenclosures.net.
All right, y'all. So that was just a strike. It didn't talk about this shit. Let me see if I can get a video. What the fuck is this? Okay, probably, no, that ain't what I want to talk about. Let me go to ABC real quick. Cause this shit ain't. I don't know what Fox News got the fuck going on today. Or I might have to go to CNN. That's why I be going to different websites because these motherfuckers just be doing shit. Really don't even be trusting none of this shit. Like I said, bro, a lot of this shit be distraction, bro, and then boom, they be coming out of nowhere with some fuck shit. Hopefully this ad ain't too long. ABC News.
Today is why we wear the uniform.
This is a global operation.
LAPD has agreed to help the FBI track down terrorist targets.
I'll do my best.
But don't do your best. Do my best.
Come on. Wait a minute.
On Christmas night, U.S. officials releasing video of a strike on ISIS terrorists in Nigeria. U.S. Africa Command confirms the strikes were carried out in coordination with Nigerian authorities. President Trump, in a social media post, claimed ISIS terrorists have been targeting and viciously killing primarily innocent Christians at levels not seen for many years. adding the Department of War executed numerous perfect strikes as only the United States is capable of doing. ABC's Selena Wang is traveling with the president in Florida.
The Pentagon says multiple ISIS terrorists were killed and that it worked with the Nigerian government to carry out this operation. It comes just weeks after Trump ordered the Pentagon to prepare for possible military action if Nigeria didn't do more to stop violence against Christians.
I'm hereby instructing our Department of War to prepare for possible action. If we attack, it will be fast, vicious, and sweet, just like the terrorist thugs attack our cherished Christians.
Now, Nigeria's president doesn't deny the violence, but says previous claims that Nigeria is religiously intolerant does not reflect our national reality. Independent experts say extremist groups have targeted both Muslims and Christians in Nigeria, killing tens of thousands of civilians in recent years.
The Christmas strike in Nigeria comes after separate crackdowns on ISIS militants elsewhere in recent days. U.S. forces hitting ISIS targets in Syria after an attack killed 3 Americans. And authorities in Turkey arresting more than 100 suspected ISIS members allegedly plotting Christmas and New Year's attacks in Turkey and Europe.
As for this latest strike against ISIS, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth said he's grateful for Nigeria's cooperation.
All right, y'all.
1 second, they're a neighbor you like.
Let me see what I can get from this shit. President Trump said in the post on this social media platform Thursday that they launch a powerful and deadly strike on ISIS terrorists in Nigeria, whom claim have been targeted and viciously killing primarily innocent Christians. So if you remember, I did an episode of Nicki Minaj over there talking about this shit, right, on Christians. What do y'all think is really going on behind this? I don't really know. I'm not gonna say I don't know. I just don't have all the information. Like, I don't want to say what I think because I could just be wrong with that. So I want to do some more digging. But this comes as the president posts a video in early November threatening to go into Nigeria guns blazing. Around the time, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth Trump messaged and said in a post on X that the Department of Defense was preparing for action. I have previously warned these terrorists that if they do not stop the slaughtering of Christians, there will be hell to pay. And tonight there was. Department of War executed numbers of perfect strikes as only the United States is capable of doing, Trump added in this post. I think this is some bullshit, and I think this was a call from ISIS. If you was wondering what I was really thinking, I don't have all the information yet, but I do think this was a move by ISIS. By Israel. I just think Trump is doing it for them. Mind you, probably saying why Israel didn't do it itself, because one, we're in bed with Israel, and they don't have to do everything themselves. They can have other motherfuckers do it. It's the law. It's the 48 laws of power, art of war. You have to read those books to understand how this game is played and how it's really worked. It's a dangerous game, man. It's a fucked up world that we living in right now, and I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, bro. This shit has me kind of like, we can live and keep going, and everybody have their own faith and how they believe in what they believe in, man. But this shit is getting real, even more crazier than what it usually be. Clinton spokesman calls for the release of Epstein fund related to former president. I'll probably read over that shit tomorrow. Is there more any other shit? That was what I really wanted to report on with politics. Let me see what I report on that's important. I might go to let me go to it was something that I wanted to report on. Channel fuck is this? And tried to shoot, and that ain't even what I was looking for. So if y'all know, man, if y'all heard about the 3 niggas that got out, man, I was trying to find. You know what? Let me see what I can. Fuck all that. I was trying to find an article where I seen that I had sent to my mom, cause my mom do Lyft, man, and that shit be fucking with me, dog. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. y'all niggas that be out here, bro, y'all really push a nigga to really take it if you want to make me lose everything, because the mindset of motherfuckers out here, bro, is just crazy, dog. And they feel like they can get in your car and just do what the fuck they want to do and come at you any kind of way. And y'all motherfuckers gonna really see an early grade playing with people, dog. For real, for real. 3 inmates. Let me see. I wrote the shit wrong. Yeah, this one right here. So 3 escaped inmates put a rope around the Lyft driver's neck and kidnapped her for 10 hours, police said. This shit like this scared the fuck out of me when my mom is out here, dog. Any woman or anything, like, I promise you, I ain't even gonna say this shit on here, dog. The female driver was told repeatedly not to struggle or she would be raped, tortured, and killed. I would have been, bro, I ain't even gonna, I've been locked up back in one of these motherfuckers on the goddamn bot. Like, I've been on the top floor for this one. Cause like I ain't even finna play with y'all. If it come to my family, my mom, like, y'all some whole ass niggas, bro. And this is why I say I had to stay away from bitch ass niggas like this, dog. For you to do some shit like this, that's why y'all dumb ass got caught early. Stupid ass motherfuckers, dog. Ignorant ass. Like, let's see if they got a picture of these ugly ass dumb motherfuckers. And the County need they dumb ass whoop, because how the fuck this now you see how this is how the County jail look, y'all. And you don't even want to know what the inside look like, but this is how it looks. It's right by the fucking road. So I'm trying to figure out, because I think they burnt the shit. And yeah, they do. Yeah, if you ain't never been in jail, they can get lighters and all that shit, whatever. They do be doing the shit in there. They burnt the thing and they had the rope. I don't even know how they got that much goddamn. I mean, not the rope. They had the sheets. I don't even know how they got that much sheets or how they had that much sheets, because they don't even give you that much in jail like that. I guess it's on different floor. They do different shit, whatever. I don't know. Or it's different now. Whatever. But this shit, I don't even know how the County didn't even see these motherfuckers escaping. Like, the New Orleans niggas was by bushes and shit. This shit don't be by no bushes, dog. Like, you could see motherfuckers coming. Like, if I'm driving by that bitch, I could see if somebody's coming down. I don't know how that shit even got down, but it's sad. You feel All right, y'all. My apologies, man. This shit is acting up. Um, my bad, y'all. This shit is just really fucking up today, man. But I'm done with all that. The politics, everything. I do apologize for the mishap and the little break, the little fuck up. But I'm gonna get on to the Cheyenne Brian, y'all. All right, y'all. So before I get started, let me give you just a little breakdown of who Miss Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is, if you don't know or never heard of her before. Go to Google. All right, y'all. So Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is 43, out of California. I believe she was born and raised in California. She's a life coach, doctor of psychology, and a spiritual mentor dedicated to helping individuals break free from limitation and unlock their full potential. Now, I've been watching her. You feel me? Like, I've been paying attention to her for probably since the Nick Cannon interview. And I've seen a lot of her interviews and shit like that. Before I get into the Shannon Sharpe interview, I'm gonna put this picture up real quick for y'all. And you probably seen it already. Whatever. So this is a picture that's been going around, and everybody been having their comments, and everybody been saying, how they feel about it. To me, I have a big ass problem with it. It was my woman. She's not my woman. And don't get this shit twisted. I ain't looking for a woman like that. Like I got kids. So I ain't even in her category, and she's not in mine, because just the mentality I don't really fuck with. A lot of things I feel like it's manipulation and control. That's just my only opinion. She's a beautiful, smart, intelligent female. I don't agree with everything. She does say a lot of like shit that I do agree with, but I don't agree with this outfit. You attract what you are. And to me, bro, like, what's the purpose of having to show all your what is the purpose? Like, is it like a tease? Is it for attention? Is it for clickbaits? Because as beautiful as you are, you don't have to, your body is a temple. I think we have gone away as women, and you grown, you do what the fuck you want to do. But I listen to her and how she listen, like how she and her father is, how she talk about her father. I just think some things are missing out of what she's saying. Because I think about how me and my daughter is, and my daughter, and everybody's different. But my daughter know damn well, I don't care how old you is, I don't care, bro. And she can be grown, and I probably had this argument and disagreement, and I ain't really finna have it, especially with nobody who ain't got kids. I don't give a fuck how you feel. I'm not finna have this argument with you. If you ain't got kids, you don't have a daughter, don't even come at me with this shit, because, I'm not the same AJ right now. I'm kind of trying not to go back to the old AJ, but a lot of my emotions have led me back to that where I'm on one. So until I literally heal and cope with what I'm going through, please don't come at me with nothing, because I ain't coming at you with nothing. I don't bother nobody and ain't finna bother nobody. I'm just giving my opinion, and that's it. Like I said, she gonna do whatever she wants. She making the money. She's beautiful, but I say this, right? If you a man of success or a man of high value, this go back to the question of, is this something that a high value woman wears? You feel me? Is this what high value women wear? I don't believe high value women have to do all this to get the attention. I ain't seen bad, beautiful women in fucking just dressed down beautiful, bro. Sometimes, bro, wondering what happened to going back to wondering what's underneath the clothes. Or not even wondering what's that. Why I can't even just, you feel me? Like, it's the mindset. Why can't I be attracted to? Because I'm gonna be real with you. If I look at this, I'm not even thinking about your mindset right now. So as a man, I don't care what women tell you, bro, you will never know what a man feels or how a man, okay, how much you think you study a man. You don't know how a man nature unless you a man. And the problem is, what's up, Momo? About what? You gonna take it up? Hold on. I don't want to say what I want. Yeah, y'all. So like, I don't like, as a high value man, right? And however you feel as a man, could this come back to backfire you in a top rated meeting? Cause like, if you ain't never been in these meetings before and shit like this, when your woman is on the side of you, bro, they be looking at shit like this, bro. They look at shit like this. Mind you, when you your own boss and however, bro, it probably don't even matter. But to me, right, is this the image that we want to give to our young girls? That it's okay to walk around half naked and have to show your body for attention? Like, it's not like, I ain't never raised my daughter like, and that's why I'm just speaking on me. I ain't raising my daughter to be like this, and I'm not raising my daughter to be like this. Feel me? She don't have to. She thinks with her mind, bro. She thinks with this, bro. You don't have to use all this to get no fucking attention. You beautiful how the fuck you is, bro. My daughter get attention and she dressed, but she got her own style, and it ain't got nothing to do with this. I'm thankful for that. But like I said, bro, I don't know where her attentions is and why she does the shit she do with this shit. Like, because she talk a good game and a lot of shit, and a lot of females like this love this type of attention, bro. Like, everybody don't want this type of attention. You feel me? Everybody like, and one thing we know, she ain't Muslim, cause they definitely ain't finna play this shit. The Muslim brothers don't play like this, bro, and that's why I kind of respect how they get down with certain, on how they, like, I'm not a religious type person, I'm very spiritual, but how they carry themselves with religion. You feel me? Like, the only people I see like this is like people that go to church. I don't see, like, you don't see no Buddhist people like this. I don't see Jehovah's Witness like this. I don't even see Islam people like this, fam. Mind you, I don't know. They might do shit undercover. You feel me? Like, I wasn't raised under this, and I see like this shit ain't cool, bro. Like, this shit is like, you are influence. You are, and you gonna have more females thinking this shit cool. Mind you, you got some immature motherfuckers out here who gonna come up to you and treat you like probably like a piece of meat, cause that's all they gonna see. They not gonna see the beauty. They're not gonna look at your eyes. They're not gonna look at your teeth. They're not gonna try to get to know who you are. They gonna be distracted by all that. It's in, like, I don't care what you think, bro. It's in a man nature, bro. It's just like I can't even really explain that shit, bro, right now, dog. Like, and I gotta do better with that, cause I've been off my game so much, bro. But to me, like I said, niggas can get mad. They can get in my comments about niggas ain't like, a lot of y'all motherfuckers be mad cause y'all just ain't like articulate, and y'all can't talk about nothing. Y'all communication skills suck, so you get mad at a nigga that can really sit on this podcast. Like, I had to really bite my tongue and not kick this nigga ass in my car today, who got mad because I was listening to the Joe Biden podcast. Like, motherfucker, I'm always studying different people on podcasts. I don't matter who it is, Charleston White, Joe Budden. I used to listen to $1 Million Worth of Game. I used to listen to Nori and them. I listen to about like everybody, but you one of them 285 niggas, and then you trying to be street. Nigga, I dropped you off in Conyers. And fucking Conyers, dog. Like, why do niggas want to be hard all the fucking time? Like, I can't stand bitch ass niggas like this. Like, nigga, you went, bro. Like, I can't stand hoe ass niggas. That's why your bitch ass was probably out getting drunk on Christmas by yourself. Y'all niggas be trying to goddamn drain y'all pain with alcohol, bro. Y'all some fuck niggas, dog. And I hate fuck niggas. I hate street niggas that want to be fuck niggas. 46 years old, and you still got the same mentality, Devin. Bitch ass nigga. And it like, I pray, like, I be having like to hold back so much from losing everything that I built, bro. And I can't stand these niggas out here, dog. Like, I really wish I could just take my kids and move to like a spot where it's just us, our house, and some fucking land. Cause I really don't like niggas. I don't fuck with y'all niggas. Y'all some bitch ass niggas. And I apologize, I ain't got off topic, y'all, but I'm just, that shit really just irked my nerve, bro. I'm already grieving my brother. I miss my brother. And niggas be trying shit when they get drunk, and I be ready to show you why I ain't that nigga to play with, bro. But let's keep it positive, bro. I'm gonna play this first clip and we're gonna go here. It's like, I got a lot of clips on here, y'all, so y'all bear with me, but it's gonna be one of these ones.
Wow, I love that you said that. You're so on point. He went and put out a flute on the street and said, if anyone sells to her, then
got to deal with me.
Got to deal with me. And after he seen that he couldn't control or take everybody out, right? At some point, from what he told me, he had to put his hands up, and he had to just let life take its form. And the beautiful thing is that at some point before he passed away, thank God, my mother ended up being, she got some health conditions that handicapped her where she couldn't pick her arms up and she couldn't even move or walk. And it was in her addiction. And I remember her calling me saying, baby, I can't lift my hands. And I'm like, huh? And so we spent years of having her go to different specialists and seeing what they can do. And finally, my good friend, Dr. Ursno Aromo, he said she needs surgery, or she has a degenerated disc disease. It's never going to get better. So anyway, she had surgery. When I tell you that God keeps his promises, and he does hear your prayers. And the funny thing is, Shannon, all my life I prayed for her to be off drugs, to be off drugs, to be off drugs. When I finally told God, you know what? I no longer can pray that because it's starting to consume me. I'm going to let you have her. Now, I'm going to pay bills and I'm going to feed her. So I'm going to always take care of my mother. But as far as her trajectory of her life, I got a hands off.
Those in your hands.
Hands off. That's when her health condition came upon her. And he broke her down to where she couldn't even move. And after her surgery, she came home and it was just her and I, and she had a bag that she had to use the bathroom in. She couldn't get up. I mean, nothing. It was an 8-hour surgery. And they removed all of her discs, and it was just so intense. She ain't touched a drug ever since then. She is now the vice president of my company. She has her own healthcare company where she helps people who are disabled like herself. That is her company, her business that she started. She cooks and cleans and runs my entire household. I bought the house. She makes it a home. And so when I tell you again that God will give you back the time that the locusts and the cake and worms took, I am not playing. But the key to him doing that is your obedience to him. And you know, the Bible says it's better to be obedient than sacrifice. And I was obedient to his word, and I never wavered in well doing, even with the adversity that was going on with my mom being on that. When I turned her over to him, God showed me the power of surrender. And from that day, my mom has been sober. She has been the best mother that me and my brother can ever ask for. She does everything she's never done as a child. And to this day, I still look at her sometimes across the room, I'm like, she is really like sober and a mom. Wow. And it's natural, and she's doing this, and we're here. And, you know, that's something that when someone's in addiction for 20, 25 years,
that's hard habit to break.
You don't break it. They usually die.
Yeah.
At the hands of that substance.
Right.
So just always wanting to give God that glory. But I want people to know that God's promises are always sitting right there available for you. And I'm telling you, what breaks that promise open is our obedience and our trust and our faith in him. That's all we need. He don't ask for much. And faith isn't something that we know. Faith is an action word. Belief is an action word. It is keeping your commitment to God, doing what you said you would do, even when you don't feel like it. Also saying, God, and this is my affirmation to this day, I said, God, I don't know what's going on, but I know that I trust you. As long as I can trust you, I can nest in you, then I know that I'm good. And so I show up to whatever GPS God gives me, and I say, but I showed up. And when I tell you, he always does everything in the perfect position and in the perfect alignment when you just show up. See, people think they got to know everything. If I know everything, or if I don't know everything, I should say, then I can't show up. I don't know how to do it. But what does God say? That I am.
But if you know everything, that's not faith.
And
faith
that's not
is
God.
Believing in the unknown. That you're going to take this leap and know that everything's going to be okay.
And faith is a spirit thing. It's not an ego thing. Faith is I know like I know like I know. It's not I think. And it's also you saying that I understand that if God is closer than my breath, then he can't be outside of me. So that's why he says, I never leave you or forsake you, because he can't. And I want to wrap on this. He also says, if you make your bed in hell, there I am. That means that God allows you to have your free will because he loves you. But if your free will happens to be in hell, he's not going to stop you, but he'll be in there with you, which means all you got to do is tap him because he's there. Ask. And then he'll shift you. But how many of us are not willing to shift? Because we get so stuck in the dysfunction that we know, the dysfunctional relationships, the dysfunctional part of ourself that we know, that the shift becomes so scary, that the better is something that is uncertain. So we don't go to the better. We stay with what we know. And God says, well, I'll stay with you. But the Bible says, what reports will you believe? Will you believe the reports of your dysfunction, your trauma, you're not good enough, you're not qualified, that you are the things you've been through, you are the things that you see in your environment? Or will you believe the reports that I told you, that I'm the big dog, I'm the alpha, the omega, I'm omnipresent, that I know the plans I have for you when I formed you in the belly, and then plans were to prosper you, give you a good life, not to harm you. So whenever you are in harm, you're not in what? My plans. So how do you know when you're not in God's alignment? Is when it's you in harm, when it's not prosperous. Because he also says, think only on these thoughts that are prosperous, positive, and praiseworthy. The reason why he tells you that is because as a man thinketh,
so be it.
Come on, baby. So he's telling you what to think. So when you think on those thoughts, hold on, so are you. So the man that says he is and the man that says he is not are what? Both right. So God said, what reports will you believe? And I love you so much, I'll let you believe them. And even if you believe yourself in hell, I'm going to ride with you in there. There ain't a human that could ride like that. And this is why I tell people, I'm not here to be liked. I got a purpose. And my obedience is to God, not to y'all. Because as long as I'm obedient to God, we riding in his will. But the moment that I fall prey to dogma or being obedient to your thoughts or what you think or what you need, now I'm in your will. And the only thing that had Peter, who was walking on water to Jesus, depart and fall was because he took his eyes off the wheel. Mm-hmm. And really quick, I got to say this because Peter called Jesus out. How many of us call God out? I'm asking for this. If it's really you, God, show up. Peter said, Jesus, if it's you and you real, call on me to walk on this water. Jesus said, I'm that dude. What's up? Peter got off his boat, walked on water. And Jesus said, all you got to do is keep your eyes on me because I'm the one you called. Mm-hmm. I'm the one that's blessing you.
He looked down.
But you know why he looked down? Because a storm came. A storm. How many of us have been in storms that have us lose our faith, lose our walk, lose our goal, lose our focus?
Most of the time, storm. You know why? Because most of the time, that's the only time we really call on God is when we're in trouble. Like when we're prosperous, we're ascending to the top. We don't need it. We need it when, dang, lost my job. I lost this. I didn't get this promotion. Things happen in my life. I'll call on him now. But when things was going good, you thought it was all you. You didn't know he was right there with you the whole while. He'd been riding. You was riding shotgun. He was driving, but you didn't realize that.
And when you called on him, like Peter called on Jesus, when the storm came again, why did you take your eyes off of who already saved you from the last storm and the last storm and the last storm? This is why I say the only person I have to focus on is my God. The only person I'm obedient to is my God. It don't matter who don't like me. No one has to like me. I'm vertical in the God that's in me. Nothing else has to make sense for me because I'm not here for it to make sense. I'm here to do what? Trust him in all my ways and acknowledge him first.
Congratulations on your mom being sober.
So I got a question. She spoke a lot about God, right? Y'all think God is cool with the shit she be wearing? Y'all just asking me. And I like people love to bring up God in certain things and talk about when we lose God in certain things, bro. Like nobody's perfect. You feel me? Nobody's perfect, but and I want to say this, bro. People just pick certain Bible verses that they like to use. I do the same thing sometimes. I don't trust everything that has been written by King James. You get what I'm saying? Like that's not me. I had this same people need to research the word J, and I told him the other day, bro, it's too much for me to go into on Facebook. But damn, what's that nigga name? Whoever the nigga I follow, I forgot old boy name. The J was put into the alphabet in 1524, bro. You talking about the J was switched? I mean, is that the English version for the Greek term? Damn, bro, I'm having a brain freeze today, bro. Like, I forgot the name. But why is the Y still in the alphabet, bro? Why was the English term even switched, bro? Why didn't we just keep speaking Hebrew or Greek? Why was it? It's a lot of stuff people like to pick and choose to see out the Bible, dog. The Bible also talks in 1 Peter about being a good slave. Like, it also talks about John 14 and 20, where it says, on that day you will realize that I am I am in my Father, and you are in me, and I am in you. Now, however you take that term, bro, is what you take it, bro. But how I look at that is God, like I am a God. God lives in us the same way, and you could take it. And like I said, I don't give a fuck if you like it, whatever. I'm not God. I'm not the holy. I'm not physically Him, but I am an image and creation of Him. His spirit lives in us, bro, and all of us, bro. We are all God. This is in the Bible. Like I said, people just be quoting scripture, but they don't be knowing. They just be hearing this shit. Cause half of the motherfucking time they don't really read the Bible. They just go off what the pastor be saying, and it sounds good to them, bro. It's a lot of things in the Bible, dog. And I with her, like, and I'm not saying she said anything really wrong or whatever. I really want to know, cause when I hear her talk, she talk a lot about her father, but she don't really go into depth about how her and her mother relationship was. And I'm gonna tell you, for a girl, man, that's damaging. It really is damaging, and I'm not gonna get into it, but I'm dealing with it firsthand, and it's damaging because a little girl needs her mother to teach her how to be a woman. But if her mother ain't never been taught how to be a woman, she ain't gonna be able to teach them. A lot of these women will pick or choose a man over, they'll say, like in the Bible, they said that, I'm guessing, the woman, and like you supposed to pick your mate over the child. I will never do that. And she said, even in here, one of her, when she was talking to Shannon, her and her dad had a 2-hour argument over that, about him saying that he'll never, he's not pick a female over his child. I agree with him on that. I'm not doing that. That's why I tell people, don't try to use the Bible on me, bro. Because one, to me, religion is what you believe, whatever. But bro, religion has a yearly date on it. Like, it's been like, I think Christianity only been around 400 years. Islam been around 1,000. But those motherfuckers on this earth way before then. What were they even doing before then? They had spiritual stuff they was doing. But see, what we like to do, and the J wasn't even in the Greek or Hebrew language. Oh, I think it was Yosef. Yeah, dang. Well, I forgot the wild name that we use. But even in Islam, they use Allah. They use an A. They believe in Jesus. If you go look at the Breakfast Club interview with one of the Nation of Islam dudes, he's one of their main people. He'll tell you, Muslims believe in Jesus. They just have a different way of saying it, but they have a way. So you telling me that they can say Allah and we got Jesus, and that's supposed to be the English way, bro? That's why I was telling Mike, bro, you tripping on that one, dog. You tripping. That ain't. I don't agree with that. I never agree with that, bro. You feel me? But everybody have their own belief. And I tell you, bro, whatever you feel that gets you through the day in your faith, that's cool, bro. But don't try to make it seem like you know what you're talking about. And I promise you, a lot of y'all don't do a lot of the research that y'all, and then y'all just don't believe what you see, because you feel like that's wrong because of what you've been taught. But a lot of y'all just been taught that shit. Y'all haven't really done the full research. You haven't studied every goddamn religion. You haven't done the basic research to really go to see how this been put. How King James was a fucking pedophile and he was sleeping with his mom and everything else. How King James had a fucking Bible, like a whole Bible group, where it was well known that they took 100 books out of the Bible, regular Bible, and created their own situation, like own Bible. Like, that's known facts. It's just known facts. It was a manipulation thing, bro. Not to say that everything in the Bible is wrong, because I don't believe that. I just feel like they took certain parts and flipped it. The Bible has been written, I don't know how many fucking times it's been written. I've said it before, Greek, Latin, and it's been written in English. For you to sit up here and say shit like that, bro, it's like you don't read Hebrew and you don't read Latin. I know this for a fact. So it's like, bro, we just be talking sometimes because we don't want to hear the actual actual truth. Because we've been taught one thing. But let me ask you this, right? As kids, we all, I can't say how nobody else, but we all thought Jesus was white, blue-eyed, and angels was white, the Great Supper was white. The painting was like, the Great Supper, that painting ain't even what we think it is. But that's another story for another day. And I don't give a fuck who get mad at me. Half of y'all don't do y'all really ain't out here researching every day, bro. I don't get really too much sleep, so when I'm up, I'm always, my mind is always running, and I'm always looking at shit, researching, I've always been this way. But a lot of times, man, like I said, bro, we we just be going on shit that we taught, and that's fine if that's what you believe. But if you like, it's hard to break something that you've been taught and to reteach yourself the correct thing. You feel me? A lot of us, like I said, and it's a lot of still missing pieces and missing pieces of shit that we have been destroyed and probably would never be getting taught to us. But you can't tell me that that shit is right, but it's been taught when they got a white Jesus, and you got black people, and you got literally in the Bible telling us that Jesus had hair wood, fetal wood and all this stuff. Like, no, hair wood, my bad. I'm just, like I said, I'm having a brain freeze, y'all. Bear with me. But it was literally black people in this Bible. Copper skin, all this, bro. So you didn't even rewrite the Bible correctly. I mean, you didn't even rewrite the Bible enough where you were smart enough to goddamn switch the shit. You kept that part, but you painted a white Jesus for manipulation. Mind you, white people are 1% melon and mostly Neanderthal. Like, we don't come from white people. So you can't sit up here and tell me the shit is right, and it ain't, bro. But I'm gonna get to the next video, man. Y'all probably gonna kill me on this. I could give two fucks though.
Is what her daddy makes her. Straight up, especially when it comes to men. And she can easily be manipulated if you're a man who doesn't input the things in her that allow her to see red flags. My father would have real one-on-one conversations with me. He talked to me like his baby, but he also would say, do X, Y, and Z. And it would be and I like that because he talked to me straight up.
Right.
And he would explain to me that, men use money to run power like this, or men may say these things that mean this. And so I had this open relationship where I was.
So you had the playbook.
I had the playbook. And I can come to him and say, Dad, this is what's happening in my relationship. What does this mean? Even if it was sexual. Now, if it was sexual, he loved Jack and Coke. He said, baby, let me get my Jack and my Coke before we have that conversation. But he was very open to those conversations. But I want men to know that a woman is what her daddy makes her. And so it is your responsibility to build that woman up so that when she's out there, she has a realistic expectation of a man, not a fairy tale ideology. Because I ended up, to what you said earlier about, you're never going to have a man. I ended up with a fairy tale ideology that I had to work through and process and unpack, because I expected men to be this fairy tale that my father was. He was this knight shining armor. You call him, he's there. He bought me my first car. We're in Vegas, and he was a drug guy. So we're in Vegas and I'm 16. He's giving me thousands and thousands to gamble, to spend. And that was reality for that type of guy. But my dad also told me, if a man looks like me, smells like me, or acts like me, run. Do not bring him home and do not date him. So he never glamorized being a womanizer. He never glamorized having 6x5 women. He told me, this is what daddy did, but I don't want this for you. And there's too many men who do those things. And because they are too egocentric, right, versus caring about their daughters, that they would glamorize their behavior so their daughters won't look at them in a certain way. But you are tearing her up because now she thinks that the right chosen person looks and acts like you. So when she brings you home, that's your problem. But my father told me from the beginning, it's a hard no. And when I did attempt to date, because I really never dated street guys, probably because he raised me like that. Right. I dated more like athletes when I was like a college athlete or some of that sort, or just a really good boy next door.
Y'all, let me go ahead. Go ahead. I'm just.
See, I told y'all he not messy, but he crafty. I told y'all that. See. But when I first tried to date my first little street guy, my dad didn't even. He said, "Let me see a picture." He said, "What do you do?" I said, "He does real estate." He said, just like he said, "That don't do real estate." I said, He don't. And my dad called me every day. I'm not lying, for 7 days to tell me to get rid of that man because one of them going to end up dead or in jail. So guess what?
You got rid of him.
The right thing to do.
Yeah. You said your dad said that if he ever got married, the wife would become before the kids.
He said the opposite.
The kids come first?
And I disagreed with him.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I disagreed.
Absolutely.
We had literally almost a 2-hour debate. Me and my father would debate a lot. We have almost identical personalities.
Okay.
And he would never tuck his tail to anybody. I'm like the only person he'd tuck and say, baby, listen, if we got to agree to disagree, then that's fine. Or daddy's not trying to say nothing that's going to upset you. Baby, we saying the same thing. We saying because he's just trying to be daddy and not hurt me. But anybody else, it would have been just
it is what it is. So move on.
Would have been war.
Yeah.
But we had a long conversation. He told me, because I had a fiance at the time who actually had 2 beautiful girls, and he was putting me before his adult daughters.
Yes.
And that's the right hierarchy.
Yes.
And my father said, he can do that in your household, but the woman in my house would never come ever before my kids. And I said, Daddy, I don't agree, and I'm your daughter.
Right.
I don't agree in that hierarchy. He said, you don't have to agree with what I do in my household, but when y'all come here, a woman will never come before my girls ever. And so, but again, that's also a man who has 6 kids by 5 different women.
Right.
And I love my father, as y'all can see, but I'm also a realist. A man who can procreate with multiple women and not make a family with none of them or only one of them, that says a lot about his lack of respect for women in general.
Okay.
So I would have never expected my father to say that he respects a woman who he's romantic with so much that she would come before his kids. Because obviously the respect level for women was limited from the jump in order for you to be able to do things in that nature. And that's for any man, including my father.
You think that's a respect thing?
Yeah.
A man that he lacks respect for women. If he lays down and have kids with multiple women, he doesn't respect them. Is that what?
Yes, and in addition to that, he doesn't respect himself. And I also think that he lacks self-love. Any man who will lay with a woman unprotected, right? Let's not just talk about obviously procreating that can happen. We're talking about health-wise diseases that can happen. He lacks.
What if he protected himself? Would it be better?
Now this is my thing. I do agree. I think that it's not about what we do, it's how we do it.
Okay.
So if a man wants to be a man who is very honest and transparent about, look, I'm just trying to be intimate. I'm in my intimate season.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to have sex and have a good time, but we're going to do it safe. We're going to get tested and use protection, and no one's getting pregnant. And I'm telling you out in the front, there is nothing wrong with a transparent man who women are signing up to, or a transparent woman that men are going to sign up to be in alignment with.
Okay.
Nothing at all.
Okay.
I'm talking about a man who is sleeping with the woman and the woman who's sleeping with the man, and both are unprotected. It ain't just the man's accountability. The woman is accountable as well.
Okay.
And now you have multiple families and multiple homes that are broken. We have an issue here. That is a bad decision-making crisis in our community. And it's also people who are living in this very present world of, they're so used to dysfunction, and it's become a pathology within our community that is the norm and their baseline of what they do.
Right.
And so doing anything outside of that is not just only unknown, but it's not even a norm that they know how to create.
Okay.
That's the part that makes it sad to me.
You held your father in such high regard. How was it? How were you able to shift and says, you know what, I love my dad, but I don't love him enough to have a partner like my dad?
Love that. My dad is a hell of a father. He is not a good man to his women. My dad is a womanizer, but he is a hell of a father. I truly believe that the womanizer in him, and him being able to take his ego out of it when it comes to his relationship with his kids and not glamorize his bad behavior, is what made him such an amazing father.
Okay.
Because he's able to say, I know what I do to women, so let me teach you what it looks like so you don't run into the same type of joker. And my father never put himself on a pedestal about the decisions that he was making. When I got with my ex-fiance who had 2 beautiful girls, right, by 2 different women, my father said, who took great care of me. I was a kept woman. The man was a great guy. My father said, let me explain something to you, baby. When we got engaged, he said, you told me since you can even speak that you never want a man who has multiple kids with multiple women, that you never want a man who is a man like daddy is. He said, what makes that man different? Because it's 2 and not 5? And I said, you know what? You're onto something. You're onto something. You're right. It doesn't make a difference. He still is a man who has multiple kids by multiple women. But even in that, my father didn't say, well, it's okay because I got multiple kids.
Right.
You know, some guys like that could be good men. He said, you told me as my daughter, you didn't want that. So even as a father who is doing the same thing, if I have to put myself in a bad light for you to have what's right, then so be it. That is what parenting is about, Shannon. Parenting is about, I remove myself from this for the betterment of you. That is what love is. Not if I tell you, Shannon, don't get a woman who's of age like me, who's a doctor, who don't want a man with kids. Don't get a woman like me. I don't want to tell you that, because if I tell you that, then what? It makes me look bad. No, if I love you, that means I use anything I have to help you get in a better position and do what's best for you. That's what parenting is about.
It's funny that you say that, Why can women have choices but men can't? Women can say, I don't want a man to have kids. I want this, I want that, I want a man that makes 6-7 figures. I want him to be educated. I want him to be God-fearing. I want him to be able to be world travel. Yeah. But a man can't say, well, I want a woman that's 5'7". I want a woman that has long natural hair. I want her to be of this complexion. I want her to be shaped like this. Why can't men say what we want, but women can say what they want?
Let's add one more thing, because I feel like we're deflecting from one more thing.
Okay.
We want her to be this race. We want her to be this type.
Yeah.
Let's keep it real. We're not going to deflect from nothing.
What thing?
There's black men who only date non-black women.
Okay.
We don't have to say white women, just say non-black. Because there's black men who only date Latino women, but not white women. There are white men who only have a thing for black women.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with a preference. I don't think a man saying, I am only attracted to, or I have only been attracted to this type of woman, means that he doesn't love or respect these other kind of women. Mm-hmm. Now, on the flip side, a man who says, I am turned off and do not like black women, so I date non-black women.
Right.
He has mommy issues.
Okay.
He has an identity crisis because you came from the woman you're saying you dislike. So now we have a deeper rooted issue. I'm not saying that a brother who only dates outside of black women cannot also have mommy issues. But if that's just his preference, then that's different than saying I.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna see why I don't agree with that last part, right? Let me ask you this. If he got mama issues, right? What if his mama ain't black? What if he got a black daddy? That's why I say she's one-sided with a lot of shit in it. And I hate she had this conversation with Shannon, because Shannon don't rebuttal on shit. You need a nigga like me, or like a nigga that's really like, bro, like you not finna have this conversation. That's why a lot of these females don't come on here my show. Cause you not finna have this shit. Cause I'm gonna question everything that you trying to throw at a nigga. Like, bro, like you can't come at a nigga like you coming at your baby daddy, right? Because I got custody of my kids, and I do the same shit a lot of these black females do, a lot of these single mothers do, bro, and I do it excellently well. You feel me? Yeah, we struggling, whatever. I have my story, I have my shit, but you can't say what a man. Now he might not. It's not to say, but what if his mama's white? What if he had what if? That's why I don't agree with that part at all, because I could say this, right? What if that black man, right, he don't date black women because black women shitted on him so long? That's not to say it's right. But if you don't get the attention that you want from this kind of group, it's the same thing. Like, we go hard on black males for not dating black women, but y'all don't say shit when you see a Serena, Venus, Kamala coming out with a white man, and it's like, oh, them niggas must have ran her to a white man. What if she got daddy issues? Let's flip it like that. What if she don't like the black man? Like, let's get on this shit, bro. Like, let's call it like it takes two. Just like she tried to put out like, oh, a man ain't the same value if he got multiple baby mamas. Well, what about these these goddamn females who like to have all these kids for tax times and have multiple baby daddies? Let's make this shit even, bro, because it's not just all on the male, dog. I got 2 baby mamas, and yes, I've had female problems. I was a sniper out this motherfucker. I've been like that, and I had to grow as a man, because it's not that I just didn't know how to, like, marriage. Like I said, a relationship and marriage just was not my thing, bro. Like, I didn't really even put that two together until I got older, until I really I had my kids, and I'm like, man, they need both of us. Like, we need, you know what I mean? Like, you see certain shit when you have your kids full time. A lot of fathers don't have their kids full time. So they not really gonna understand what, like, I can't really, it's not a lot of niggas I could call about what I go through. But I got a lot of homies that call me because they be going through shit. I helped a lot of my brothers get custody of their kids. I got a brother right now, my bro too, working on his shit. You know, he doing what he got to do to get, you know, some rights to his kid. Like, I've got people that I've helped get through certain shit, bro. And you got some good ass females out there. To me, Dr. Cheyenne Brown just want all the attention. And she's attention manipulator seeker. That's nothing wrong with that. But we're gonna call it a spade what a spade is, bro. And that's kind of a lot of reason why I don't bring females around. one, I know how my daughter is. My daughter love my attention. She don't play that shit. But she hell. You feel me? Even though it that key, like if I wanted to have a relationship, I could do it. You know what I mean? She would have to deal with it. But she know, and I say this shit to her, ain't nobody coming before my kids. Because I don't want my kids to ever feel like, I'm not gonna get into it, but like abandonment comes like a lot of time from parents not wanting, like they, like I said, they show they don't know how to balance this shit out, bro. They put their mate over their kids, not knowing how that shit affects the kid, bro. Since we want to talk about the Bible, and I don't know the verse on this, but the Bible said that you are supposed to leave your child better off than what you are. How the fuck is what you're doing leaving the kid better off than what you was raised? If you know this shit, like if you ain't had mama or daddy issues and shit, you would want to correct that and make this shit better for your child. You brought this, ain't nobody asked you, your child didn't knock on your fucking head or your heart and say, fuck they daddy and bring me into this world. That'd be some selfish ass shit. It just be selfishness, bro. And I got people like that I know they're selfish like that. Homies and girls, like they're selfish like that. Just like I tell any female that got kids, bro, I don't never ask to put and I know they're not gonna do it. And I wouldn't ask them to put your kids put me before your kids. I wouldn't even want you. That's not how we get down, bro. Like I don't even in the Bible where it says that the husband eats before the child. I never really took that. Like I never was that Bible verse type of person where I like that verse because I feel like, bro, I work hard to provide for my family. I'm gonna eat regardless. I gotta go make my own fucking plate. Yeah, I mean it's cool. The wife posted, but a lot of this traditional shit ain't shit traditional no more in this world. Y'all females ain't traditional. Don't come at me with no Bible verse that's supposed to be traditional because y'all hoes ain't traditional. Ain't nothing traditional no more. So don't fucking come at me with that shit, bro. It's not traditional. So how I raise my kids, bro, like I don't have the same problem that a lot of motherfuckers have. You feel me? Like I don't have these goddamn problems. But let's get on to how her and her father is, right? That conversation, like she said, she be having with her daughter. Me and my daughter's like that. You see where she, like, if you seen just a few minutes ago, she's here. My boys, Stefan's with his mom, and then Avon's with his granddad. But Nala, she's always around me. That's just my rider. Like she, like all my kids are like equal, but she's gonna stay by my side. So I get what her and her father relationship is. The difference between that, it is my daughter really. The shit my daughter find out about how I was, her mama be telling her that shit. I don't glorify my past. I don't like them knowing about my past. I don't like them know how they, like I used to get down, how I move, even when I be moving now and how I be doing shit. They don't be knowing about that shit. You feel me? Like I don't glorify my past and that shit because I don't want my daughter thinking that that's cool, like a man's supposed to treat a woman like that. Mind you, I'm still working on my ways, but it's a lot of things that I do not glorify, a lot of things I do not show, even with my boys. My boys, like Stefan, me and him was watching The Shy one day, and he was like, Dad, ain't she married? And she cheating on her husband? That ain't right. And I looked at him, and I'm like, damn, I would have never said no shit like that at his age. But I was so fucking proud of him, bro, because it's like, it's working. Whatever it is, he has that mindset, like, I ain't even trying to be like that. And Stefan, he, like, Vaughn be focused on his grades, and I love that. But Stefan is me 2.0 with being Casanova and just being that nigga. Feel me? And Vaughn, I believe, as he grow older and get, like, into himself more, he gonna be one of them little light-skinned hitters, too. You feel me? But I'm not promoting that, and I'm working on, like, I tell my boys, man, it's nothing out here. Once you find a girl and you really like her, be loyal to her, treat her right, be respectful. I teach my boys that because that's just not something we was taught. So I had to reteach myself. That's why I say she doesn't, for being a life coach, you play one side a lot of time and you try to fault the man for this and that, but are you going deeper into the side? Did he have a father figure to teach him? Did he have this? Is the mother, how about this? It's a lot of good mothers out here, like Cardi B. She brought up Cardi B one time. Cardi B accepted Offset and his 3 kids and had 3 more kids by him. The shit works sometimes. Now they married, whatever. They live their shit in the same lifestyle. But let's go to this. She had another child by another nigga who got 4 kids at the same fucking time as she do. He got a baby by her and got 4 more. I don't hear her saying nothing about that shit. She left a nigga and it just don't you feel me? But that's what she might look like. That's just her, bro. And I appreciate Cardi being a mother or a woman. I'll say a woman that can accept all the kids, because even with me, y'all see, like I said before, my kids, they brother and sister. Yesterday, Stephon, I talked to his little brother. Well respected EJ, bro. I love they brothers and sister, bro. And they not my blood kids, but I love them like the death, because, bro, kids is the future. I could deal with kids better. I could deal with these dumbass adults, bro. Adults will make you lose it all. Kids only mimic what they see. And a lot of times they mimic what they see or they hear or the music, and they be lost with that shit. But man, I love kids, dog. And to me, man, she she's beautiful and she says a lot of things, but a lot of things be manipulation and control. And when you don't have somebody like me, Kevin Samuel, or that's gonna rebuttal some shit and make you think and fire back, because she's very intelligent and you could use some words and she could put them bitches in a good sense and make them sound good and all that shit, but you really gotta listen to what the fuck she be saying. And a lot of time, even on the Breakfast Club, this lady called and she I listen to all the Dr. Cheyenne Brown. I want to get her to dunk it today. She said, I've been married. She's been engaged twice, but when she was on Nick Cannon, she said she's been engaged 4 times. I do remember that. I thought it was more than 2 times now. But that's her business. I could give 2 fucks about that shit, because to me, if you got a man, it's marriage to me, bro, is sacred, bro. I tell all my homies, they can vouch for that shit. I don't care if they don't. They can leave it in the comments if they do or not. I tell them all the fucking time, if you married, bro, ain't shit out here, dog. Make that shit work. Let's find a way to make that shit work. And that's why I say I cut off a lot of my old homies that got married and acted bro, I ain't even, that's the craziest thing too. Some of the niggas that got cut off, bro, I ain't even really we weren't even when it come to me and me, you know how you got homies, I had homies, right, that then lied on me about situations, whatever, and I've been cool with they girl or they baby mamas instead. And now me and they baby mama beefing because you fucking lied because you was cheating. You get what I'm saying? I took the fall for that, never said anything. And I ain't got it to with this nigga over that shit because you backed off from me, putting me in the flame, and I ain't did nothing to your whole ass, and I've always been there for you. You have whole ass niggas like that. Those type of niggas you got to stay the fuck away from. And that's why I tell my homeboy Jared, I can't fuck with some of the niggas we grew up with. Not gonna say your bitch ass name, but you know who the fuck I am. This shit ever get to your whole ass. You and your brother. I don't like neither one of y'all. But we're gonna get to the next subject, y'all. I told y'all I'm gonna be a little bit more positive. Yes, bro, I'm being emotional. I still am imperfect, y'all. I have my
right. Shouldn't I sit with me first and say, these are the things I don't like about me? Let me lose the weight. Let me have better self-care. Let me tailor down on my smart mouth or whatever it is I feel I need to do. Why do I need to choose you to tell me I need to change and me be motivated by you? That's codependency. That's unhealthy.
Okay.
So people, listen, get a sense of self and then find somebody who's conducive to who you are. Because no one's ever going to be perfect. We all going to be broken when we meet whoever we meet. And there's no such thing as a fully healed person. So all this wait till you heal to find somebody, you're going to be waiting forever. And what happens is while you are trying to isolate to heal, you are also unlearning how to socialize. You are also deadening your chemistry muscle. So when you go back out the house 6 months, 5 years, however long y'all trying to isolate, then you're going, I'm socially awkward. How come I can't connect with people? How come there's no chemistry with anybody? Right. Well, you ain't used it. So you lost it.
Hadn't been updated.
There you go. So it's about having healthy distractions. I'm going to heal for 2 hours a day and meditate and take self-inventory and do my therapy. But then Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 7 o'clock, I have to get out and socialize. I have to get out and meet people who are celebrating me. I have to get out and create a circle of wealth who are pouring into me. So I have a balance of healing and also a norm that's going to allow me to be me and be around people and socialize and meet someone who I can possibly be conducive with, who I don't have to look forward to be my motivator to change and be a better me. Being better comes from the inside. A woman will never make a man a better man. Y'all gonna change when you want to. As you see, like in my father's words, a nigga gonna be a nigga. A womanizer is gonna be a womanizer. A woman will become a product of your environment. Offset and Cardi B is a perfect example. Cardi B came into it. She had no kids. She was in her career. She's going diamond and platinum with her records. No kids. Offset had how many? By how many?
I think you had a couple.
So who became a product of whose environment? Cardi now has 2 by 2. My theory. Proven. Right. Again. She has 2 by 2. So she's a product of his environment. I'm just saying what it is. Because a man who's going to marry is a man who's going to what? Marry. Right. He's looking for marriage. But a man who's just looking for ass is what? He's looking for ass. It don't matter if he runs to Dr. Bryant. People in general, especially women, have to stop being so arrogant to think that anything we got from a face to a walk to a walk to anything can take a man and make him what he's not. We ain't build him. We ain't never made y'all. And we will never change y'all. Only thing we can do is choose y'all and say, if this man never changes this right here, I will love everything about this man exactly how he is. But we don't do that. I do now, but most women don't. We go, I like 25, 35%. I think that's 65%. Once he meets me, makes love to me, see I can cook and I can clean and I can do these other things and my knees is good and I do cook, yeah. But the maid cleans. I'll cook it for you, but I don't eat red meat. But I'll cook it for my man, but I don't eat red meat. But
dang. You do all that?
All that.
Mac and cheese?
But
bake?
Guess what?
What?
That ain't gonna change who you are. That's not gonna change the type of man you are.
I don't even want to go out no more. Lose my number, homeboy. Don't ever call me again. I'm happy here.
There you go.
Let me ask you this, because it seems like in today's time, dog, when I was coming up and was
this is so good. I don't even drink. This is so good.
Thank you.
Shoot, I'm about to come up with a Shay, a Dr. B something. This is good.
When I was coming up, it like the ladies wanted you to call them. And you just couldn't call. Like now, if you talk to the person once a week, they cool.
Who's they? Okay, the other ones.
Yeah.
Don't call me once a week. Call me all. Listen, I said, love me.
At least once a day.
Love me like this. Do not love me like that. Literally and figuratively. Love me like this.
Man,
you got to love me up close.
Doc on demon time.
Call demon time. See, this is what this dark do. This is what the dark do.
It didn't take long.
Love me up close. But I want you to finish your question, because healthy people know how to love.
Okay.
Healthy people don't have to love you at a distance.
Okay.
Because a distance means that I'm putting barriers in front of us.
Yes.
So if I am not afraid of love, then why am I not loving all the way like this? Why am I not loving like this? Why am I not loving like this? Why is it that I'm putting stipulations or barriers or limitations on how I love you? I was made from love. My parents loved the shit out of me. My mom still treats me like I'm 4. My dad still opened my door at the age of 38 when he would take me to dinner.
Right.
So I am a love bug. So I don't need you to love me from a distance, because you are starving me of the love that we could both be having if you didn't have issues with love. Because when you think of love, Shannon, you think of love as limitations?
No, it's limitless.
So then why is there a amount on how many calls or texts I can give or get from you a day? Why is it that, too much time is too much time to be spent if we really love and like each other?
Right.
How come I can't just miss you while I'm in your presence? How come I can't just have made love to you, laid up under you, and want to lean over and still smell you again? What is wrong with that?
Nothing.
How come I can't make love to you, been with you for 4 days straight, we done made love 4 or 5 times already, and then say, Daddy, I miss you?
Really?
That's not obsessive. That's healthy love.
That happened in today's time?
That's how I love shit. It's healthy love. And that's why I can't just be giving my loving to anybody because you have that kind of personality.
I'm
a gallon. There's people who are pints.
Okay.
Gallons have to be careful of pints, and pints have to be careful. No one's better. It's just different bandwidth.
Right.
My love is this. So if a pint pours everything they have into me, how much is left?
You still got room.
If I pour everything into them, system overload.
Whoa.
They cannot facilitate me. This is why I said we have to find conduciveness. We have to find people who are what?
I ain't saying nothing at all, Nala. But boy, that ain't, I don't have no comment on that one, Nala. All right, y'all. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I kind of agree with some of the shit she was saying on this one. I kind of agree with some of the shit she was saying on that one, bro. But you say what, Nana? Whatever. But like she said, you could become Cardi became a product of her environment. So let me ask y'all this. And she said a man gonna want to fuck regardless. So let me ask you this: that outfit that she wore, you telling me a man ain't gonna want to just fuck? See what I'm saying, bro? That's the end. We always talking about the community and shit and all this shit, but we don't think about her words are literally backfiring from what she's showing. But like I said, bro, that's her own body and that's her own life. But you gotta, if you gonna lead with something and be this person, you gotta at least lead with that. You contradict yourself. And to me, like I said, the only thing I really have a problem with is she be talking about you gotta be face to face and like this with her. That's what I mean. What I mean about a controlled narcissist. Like, that shit is too much for me, bro. I don't need to be around you that much for all that shit to show you that I love you or I care about you. I'm too fucking busy. You two should be too fucking busy for me to be talking to you all the time, all the minute, this, that. I gotta email you, text. Like, bro, that's why I think and why she don't really want a man with kids. That's why I believe she don't want that. Because, bro, if you love that man, you're gonna love everything that comes with him, dog. The kids and everything. That's the same thing with a female, bro. How many females a niggas got to get? And so you can't even get mad at a nigga that don't want a female with no. I mean you cannot get mad at males who want to date females with no kids. You feel me? A lot of times they want male to sacrifice themselves and be like, well, shit, you gonna have to date a female with baby mamas and all that shit and all the drama that comes with that. Don't no man at a certain level, at a certain height wants to deal with the bullshit that comes with that. You got baby daddy drama and all that shit. It goes both ways. But to me, bro, she's an attention seeker. And another thing, all that cooking and shit, bro, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'll say this shit. Once I found out, and this might just be a South thing, once I found out that females, you know what I mean, to have a man attached to her, they use their monthly cycle and put it in as sauce for the spaghetti. I stopped letting motherfuckers cook for me ASAP. I don't give a fuck what it is. Now, people might be like, you eat out in restaurants? Look, bro, I could sue they motherfucking ass. I can't sue her. I'm going to end up whooping her ass for some shit like that. You feel me? And I'm not promoting violence. Please don't say we do not promote violence. But shit like that, bro, you got females down here that do shit like that. Like I had, and female, like I remember one girl, I said that shit, and they're like, "Who the fuck want to do that to you, bitch? You don't know these females like out here, like every female, and it be females on social media, like bitch, the females that's on social media that really be on social media ain't the same type of females that don't be on social media. And y'all hoes act like y'all know every fucking female. No, bitch, you know the bitches that you attract on Facebook and that attract the same type of energy that you attract and the same type of bullshit that you attract. It's just like when you meet a nigga that might be a good man and you not attracted him because he's not your type or he's not your preference. You not paying attention to what he's offering. It's the same type of shit, bro. Like, but yeah, like it's just, to me, man, she like, and she's like I said, she's a beautiful woman. Like, who wouldn't want to show her attention? Feel me? And I feel like I don't know what she's really, because I feel like she's not telling everything, and most of everybody don't tell everything. I just feel like she's been damaged or something happened. Or a lot of times with this, right? Like, because I worry about this with my daughter, because the attention I show my daughter, like my daughter is like the girl version of me. That shit scares me some fucking time because I be trying to tell her you can't do certain shit that you do to me to these boys because they're gonna cut you off. And my daughter don't really give a fuck. She'll match. She tell me all the time, I was just matching his energy, and I'm like, bro, that's not how I raised you, but I get it. So it's like it's a balance. She's still learning, and then a lot of things come with life experience too. Everybody's situation is different, and everybody's life is different on how they being raised and how they wherever you grew up at. Like, everybody don't grow up in the same situation. You feel me? Apparently, you know, her dad was a drug dealer, whatever. I'm not talking about my past, but I've done dirt, and we all, you know what I mean? I just don't glorify certain shit. You feel me? If you know, you know, and you know who I am, you at. But I've grown out of so much shit that it's to her, like, that lady called me yesterday. She said, your name should be Chill, because you just be so chill. Like, and I do, bro, because I've been traumatized so much to the point, bro, like, I don't be wanting to be around. I don't like loudness. I don't like all that shit, bro. But you have to really, when you listen to females that's very intelligent and stuff like that. Oh, that's what I meant to say. Shannon greed ass just want a women. Like, a lot of males need women to be like almost like a second mom to them. That'd be a lot of problem. A lot of these, and I've been told this, like, a lot of males don't know how to make a dollar appointment. They don't know how to iron. They don't know how to cook. They don't know how to do shit. So that's why I say it's different type of males out here. You got it's different type of males out here. And I don't know how she would do with a man that's good at cooking and being able to take care of himself and don't really need a woman to do the things like that. Mind you, just because I don't need it don't mean I don't want it. You get what I'm saying? Now, the cooking shit, oh, that's another thing I was talking about, the cooking shit. Like, a girl's asking me, she's like, what girl really want to do that or some shit like that is going to do that to you? Bitch, you don't know. It's females out here that do certain shit. Like, just because, like, and we got to start taking, like, females, y'all got to start taking accountability for the niggas y'all lay down with. Because, like I said in my other video, if your woman intuition was so fucking strong, you should have noticed the signs of this fuck nigga long time ago before you busted wide open. And I'm pretty sure he showed you the fuck nigga sign plenty of fucking time. 2, ain't nobody tell you to fuck this nigga without a condom. 3, if you love the Bible so fucking much, you would have waited until you got married. That's why I say, please stop telling me some shit about the Bible, because the Bible also says you're supposed to wait to have sex before marriage. But you don't never see that verse come out of nobody fucking mouth. Never. It be the stupidest shit. Everybody want to talk about certain Bible verse, but the certain ones that you need to say, they will never fucking say it. And that's why I be like, bro, get the fuck away from me with that shit, because y'all some hypocrites, bro. Y'all want to point out shit that make you sound good, make you sound smart, but when you don't want to point out the shit that's gonna make you look bad. Bitch, if you out here busting it wide open before you got married, you in the same predicament as any other motherfucker. You ain't special. So let's stop this shit, bro. You feel me? Because if you love God that much, you would have released, and you go by what his word is, your ass would have at least married one of them dudes, or your ass would have not been goddamn fucking until you got married. So how high value are you really is? You just another statistic out here busting it wide open. We all sin and we all do our own shit. We all got to be held accountable for it, dog. And that's what I be just saying, man. What I'm probably going to do on this, man, I'm going to do one more video and then I'm going to do a part 2 because I'm getting tired and I'm almost in 2 hours. And I ain't finna be on this bitch for 2 hours. I mean,
as a marriage, family, and child therapist, right? Where I was working for a nonprofit under a license and diagnosing and doing progress notes and billing insurance and dealing with court-ordered families from DCFS, the Department of Child and Family Services. And so that was where a therapist diagnosed, we do progress notes, we bill insurance. A life coach is somebody who still provides resources and tools, right? Similar to a therapist, but we don't diagnose. We do not bill insurance, and we obviously don't need progress notes. 2 totally different things. Also, a life coach isn't treating clients. A life coach is seeing clients. As a therapist, I was treating clients, right? Not just seeing them. My modality is a hybrid modality because I started off as a therapist, and my approach was cognitive behavioral therapy and psychodynamic. And because that's my foundation, I use a lot of those tools still in my life coaching, and to blend it all together, they're both needed. And that's why my hybrid approach is the most effective, because therapy is like, tell me more, let's talk about your childhood wounds. And, these are why you do what you do. This is why you think the way you think, right? Your 3-part house is how you think, how you feel, and how you behave. This is why your 3-part house is disaligned. Then when we get you aligned, coaching says, all right, Shannon, now that we got you somewhat together, where do you want to go with this? Who do you want to be? You see, coaching, if the person doesn't have a therapeutic background like me, doesn't know how to penetrate the trauma, right? And therapists are not coaches. They're just trying to help you process through your stuff, but they're not going to get you to where you want to be. Okay. When you take both of them, which is me, the hybrid, we're going to talk about the stuff, and then we're going to get you to where you want to be. So your stuff does not come in and sabotage you once you get there. Because one without the other really is a deficit to the client. It just really is. Yeah.
Did you get this kind of vitriol before you became viral and you became an internet sensation? Did people dislike you then as much as they do seem to dislike you now? Because every time I turn around, somebody got something to say about you.
Well, you know what I say about that, Shannon.
What you say about that now?
Because, the internet lit your ass up too many times.
Oh, man, they got me. You see, I ain't even on the internet no more. I ain't how.
You ducking. Shannon said, look, y'all don't want Shannon to go to hell, so leave him alone.
Nah.
You just leave it alone. I always say this, when everybody likes you, you're on your way. When they start to hate you, you made it. That's how I put it. But to answer your question, people have always loved me, but not always loved the truth that I speak.
Okay.
I've always been a truth speaker before I was even in my field. And I just learned now that I don't give the truth outside of sessions, stage, interviews, or my speaking events.
Right.
If my friends don't ask, I don't give. It works better for the friendship, and it saves me the headache.
Right.
But I've always been a person who rocks the boat. I'm here to interrupt, generational pathologies. I'm here to interrupt dysfunctional pathologies. And as a disruptor, people are going to have an issue. And usually the hit dog is what barks.
Right.
And so I'm used to that, and I'm okay with it. And my intent is to hit the dogs that need a bark. Mm-hmm. And so as long as they barking, I'm doing my job.
Right.
And I always say, my sheep will know my voice. Even the wolf who's in sheep clothing. Because that wolf is where? In my herd. And so either way, my thing is, as long as you get something and you do something with it, then I've done my job, because I'm obedient to who? God, not people.
China passed a law that said influencers need to hold a degree in the topics in which they discuss to reduce misinformation. You think as America should adopt that policy? I don't personally. I don't, because I think sometimes experience is the best teacher.
I agree. I don't think anyone should need a degree, accolade, or credential to give any type of expertise. No. Right. Because I agree with you. The first thing I say when I talk is when I went and spoke to the Stillers, shout out to my Stiller family. I said, listen, my accolades, these 6 degrees, they don't qualify me to speak to you. It's my experience. It's my pain. It's my abandonment. It's my trauma that's going to make me relatable to you.
Yes.
Nothing I read in the book. None of these plaques and degrees that are in my office on the wall is going to be what makes me relatable to you. And so I agree with you. And I also think that it's not just a person who has had experience. It's a person who has gained wisdom from that experience. Because I always say, when folks say, how can you give advice or wisdom to folks you've never been married to your mother? Well, because one, I don't teach people how to be married. I teach them how to get out of their own way. So I'm teaching you how to process through your stuff so you can be a better, healthier, happier man, and her do the same. Happy people make for happy relationships. Trauma out dysfunctional people make for trauma out dysfunctional relationships. However, I don't want to hear from a married couple that have been married 15 years and miserable 13 how y'all did it. Because you're giving me your blueprint to your failed marriage. So it's not just about experience, it's about the wisdom. Because if you look at really quick the Moses journey, he freed the Egyptians from Israelite, right? From Israelite, and what happened? The Israelites from Egypt, right? They crossed the Red Sea. He gets there, he's disobedient. The people are. So God makes him do what? Spend 40 years in the wilderness. He gets out the wilderness. Now Moses was the leader. He was supposed to be the expert.
Yes.
He done freed everybody, right? He done freed these Egyptians. So now, he gets to the promised land. So God tells him, I'm going to bring you to the promised land. Remember, God's promises never return void. So he brings him to the promised land.
Yeah.
That means the promised land right here. Right here. And he tells Moses, talk to the rock. Water will come out. Well, Moses, being so experienced but not wise, he hits the rock. Water still comes out. Why? Because God does what? Keeps his promises. But guess who made it to the promised land but not in the promised land?
Moses.
Because he was what? Disobedient. But let me go further. Everybody that Moses led, everybody that was under Moses' wise counsel that wasn't wise, it was just experience, also didn't make it into the promised land. Only Joshua and Caleb made it into the promised land. So what am I saying, y'all? You got to be careful who has your ear. You got to be careful about this person has experience because they've been married for 20 years. That makes you think they have experience, but do they have wisdom? Because the Bible says to seek wise counsel, not to seek experience. So you got to make sure you're doing your due diligence because like Moses, you don't want to end up being his follower who does all of this work. He could have left you in slavery for that.
Bondage.
You could have stayed in captive. You still didn't get to the promised land because it takes one decision to change the entire trajectory of your life. And that one decision to follow Moses got them where? 40 years of wilderness. And then where? Back in bondage because they never made it to the promised land. Wow. And so again, it's not to ding Moses. We know Moses was doing God's job.
Yeah.
He just was disobedient though.
Right.
I just want folks to really be careful to your point of who they're listening to and do your due diligence. Don't look at someone and say, well, because this man, has 3 kids by 3 different women, there's nothing I can learn from him. Let's see if what he's doing now is breeding the results that you want. Let's not look at a woman who doesn't have kids or a man who doesn't have a certain career. Phil Jackson. How many years of basketball did he play?
He played a couple. He was on the Knicks team. But Bill Belichick is better. He didn't play football.
But Phil also didn't do nothing Kobe and the people he coached did.
No, he didn't play at that. He didn't play at that level. But
is he one of the best coaches?
Yes.
Arguably? Okay. And you can go with Bill Belichick. Same thing.
Yes.
OG. The Hall of Fame coach, in my opinion. Didn't
Coach Saban.
Okay. So my point is, those people are folks who are wise counsel because they're taking you to the promised land.
Right.
And allowing you to enter.
Right.
So we got to be careful with that. And so again, I'm teaching people results that I have. If I don't have the results, I don't teach on it.
Right.
Because I don't know about it. And if I have had the experience, but it didn't get me wisdom or a good result, I'm not going to talk to you about it. I have a wise counsel for that.
Wow.
Because I'm not a know-it-all. But I do want to give you what I do know works. That's only fair.
You do a lot for the black community. Black women are.
All right, before I let y'all go, let me speak on that Moses thing. I don't know if that story was all the way correct. From what I remember with the Moses. Huh? You say what? No, ain't nobody call you, child. Bro, I'm still on live. No, I ain't call you. Damn! Nah, but the story about Moses, right? And I ain't gonna be long with this. If I remember, Moses he didn't get to the promised land because one, when he went up to talk to God at the mountain and God told him to write down these 10 commandments, the people that was down there all right, so let's start out with this. When God chose Moses didn't have that leadership in him. So God said that I'm going to have Aaron speak for you until you find your voice. This is the story I remember. And as time went on, they went through Pharaoh, they passed the Red Sea, all that shit, right? They went and all this stuff. They went, and they was walking on this path and stuff like this. And Moses had a temper problem. That's why I really liked the Moses problem, because he had a real bad temper problem. And with Moses, right, when he went up to the mountain and spoke to God, he was up there for a long fucking time. And the people didn't think he was going to come back. So they put Aaron in head of where Moses was, because they didn't think Moses was coming back. And when Moses actually finally came back down, he had the 10 Commandments on the rock. And he seen that they put Aaron ahead, and he got mad and broke the 10 Commandments because he was like, I did all this. I brought y'all here, and y'all betrayed me. He felt betrayed, and he broke that. So God told him, once you lead them to the promised land, you won't be able to enter. Now, people in the chat, if that story wrong to y'all, y'all let me know y'all story of how y'all feel about the Moses, or maybe she was correct. I don't believe she all the way correct, because she didn't even talk about Aaron. She didn't speak of nothing about Aaron, his brother. So that's why I say, bro, do your own research when it comes to this shit, because people just be talking and talking and talking. But from what I remember, he went up to the mountain. He was up there for a long time talking to God, and God gave him these 10 Commandments that they were supposed to use while they was in the promised land and go by. And once he came back down from writing the 10 Commandments, he seen that the people had betrayed him and put Aaron in front, as their leader now. And he had a temper problem, and he got mad. So once they got to the promised land, Moses was not able to enter. And that's why I say, bro, we got to be careful to these influencers and these motherfuckers that be just talking and shit like that, because you can't talk about trying to help these females in the community and you halfway butt ass naked. You might as well just go make an OnlyFans or be on Twitter. Because I said shit. Like, if you know in a man's nature that he's going to want to fuck, right, but you want him to value as a high value, or you want him to respect you and still like that, I said, if you my girl, bro, and this ain't got nothing to do with being insecure or anything. It's just about a respect and knowing that I don't want you to even put yourself or me in a predicament where I got to whoop, or put myself in a predicament where I got to whoop somebody's ass because he in disrespect to you and he think he could do that shit in front of me. Now I got to show this nigga. You attract what you are. I don't give a fuck how nobody else feel about that. You attract what you are. No matter how you try to flip it, whatever. You attract what you are. And if you are attracting, if you wearing shit like that, you're going to attract probably niggas that, because I'm telling you, bro, niggas who are emotionally and not they're sexually, sexually mature enough where they don't let lust get to them. They're not lusting for a sexual nut. They're not for just they act looking. That shit ain't fly, bro. I don't care how good you can't be doing that, bro. You can't approach a nigga like that. Now, mind you, maybe she, like I said, I don't know what the fuck she looking for, but man, I don't know, bro. We are a lost cause, whatever. This is what a lot of people be talking about when we bro, cause you ain't nothing traditional no more, bro. Like I said, bro, the females just feel and like I said, you could do whatever you want. You can wear whatever you want, whatever. But I feel like we always say it's a time and place for everything, bro. Do I believe that was a time and place? That was the right place for that outfit? Hell nah. And I know a lot of people gonna be like, you've been on this outfit. I'm just comparing the shit to what she's been talking about on this interview, and how you are a role model for a lot of young black females. Y'all say the same shit about Cardi B. We all all this sexy red and all this shit. We say the same thing about that. Why is it okay for her to do this shit? Just because she has a doctorate degree and all this shit, she calls herself a doctor. She has a doctorate degree. She's all this shit, and it's okay. Nah, bro. That's why I think a lot of people say that black females love sexy red or Cardi B, because it brings their inner side out. That's what they really want to be. They want to be hood rat ratchet 304s, and that's that to me just shows the environment she's around, or the environment that she likes to be around, bro. I don't even want to be around that. You could be sexy in a sundress, dog. I ain't seen some bad females in a sundress, dog, that make me be like, damn. Way more than I get attracted to. Man, I get tired. Bro, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I'd rather see a female now in a sundress than see you naked first. Cause it's just bro, after you done seen so many girls naked, you already know what's under that. You already know. So it's it is what it is. And then it's bro, I want to get to know your mind. Where's your mindset at? And I don't mean just you speaking good and you talking a good game, bro. Do you really live the words that you saying, or you just saying them because they sound good? We have to be careful when we get on this internet, because a lot of Charleston White said some people live on like it. Some people are just like a character on this motherfucker, and they don't really be the person that they are in real life, bro. And that's a lot of problem. But this is gonna be just part one of this. I'm gonna try to do part two either tomorrow or Sunday, and then I'm gonna get into like a little bit. I got a clips of Wale, and then I might do some other shit. But this is episode 83, man. I apologize, y'all. Like I said, man, I've been going through a lot emotionally, man. For people that's really going through a lot, man, I'll say this before this, bro. Take the time to really heal. That's one thing I think she did say that I really did listen to, bro. I gotta take the time. Like, it was one thing she said where you take time to heal, then you go out to find people that, you know, put that praise and make you feel worthy. I don't do that enough. Like, I try to take the time to heal, and I don't even think I do that enough. But I don't have the people that really pour back into me like I pour into people. And I'm probably, you know, I'm empty. You feel me? Like, if it ain't for my kids or my mom, bro, nothing feels like really real no more to me, dog. Like, nothing to love. And, you know, I didn't got to the point I don't even talk to people about my problems no more. And I used to not be like that. And that's what scared me with the losing of my brother. I knew I was going to end up going kind of this way. So that's why I'm just really staying busy. But I got to get to a point where I'm healing. I'm trying to get even more better and better and better. Because, like, I even see it. Like, I'm going to be real with y'all. I haven't smoked in about a week. And I don't even know if I'm going to quit for good or I'm just taking a break. But, bro, I'm just really trying to get better. I'm trying to get my mind clear. I'm trying to get out of my emotions. Because, like I said, bro, I've been real emotional and I've been real snappy. And I know that. And that's really not even the person I want to be. Because I snap on people that probably don't even deserve it. But that's why I try to stay in like a low-key place. And I'm just going to, you know what I mean? I think I'm going to just focus on the podcast, focus on my family and stuff like that. I don't even know if I'm going to collab. I don't even know if I'm going to collab with anybody right now. I don't even know if I want to. I just want to really focus on me because, bro, I just feel like, bro, I'm by myself and I'm all alone. And I don't care what people tell me, like they here for me and stuff, bro. I just, nah. Not how I'm here for people. It ain't the same. And my brother, like I said, like I love Jared and Nate a lot, but it's not the same, bro. Like even the group chat, it's not the same, bro. Like my brother Q, like was there 24/7. Like when I'm up at when I'm up 12, 1, 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, he's texting me, I'm texting him, bro. I don't get that shit no more. Me and him was like this, bro, and that shit gone. So a piece of me is fucking gone, and it's like this shit really starting to hit me more now. Cause like when it first happened, I was trying to be strong for everybody, and I really wasn't even try. I'm just like I'm grieving, but I'm like I gotta keep moving. Now, man, it's like, bro, it's like as I sit back and I see so much going on in the world, bro, like. You ever sit back and be wondering, like, this should have been me? And what is God trying to show me? Like, what is God, like, why? Like, I'm asking myself all type of questions and all this shit because grief is real, dog. And then you got, you got family members that are sick. So not even that, when you going through grief, you trying to heal from that. But you worried about maybe you are scared that something else might happen. On top of the grief, you got bills, you got responsibility, kids, you got all this other shit, and your mind is everywhere, feel me? And you just trying to find out how to find the balance of this. That's why I say, bro, I never want to be like a nigga, like, I don't want to never be that nigga that's just like get money and shit on people, bro. Like, I always wanted to give back and be there, and I've been trying to find a way to be, like I say, more selfish and put more into me. Because if it ain't for my kids and my mom, for real, motherfuckers don't pour into me. Not blood relatives, not nothing, dog. Like I don't have nobody. I ain't like, if I fall, bro, I don't have nobody that I could go stay with or that's gonna help me. I don't have that. I never had that. And I could go back in time to when I was living out my car. I've been through it before. None of the niggas helped me. I was living out my fucking car. I ain't have nobody house to pull up to. I ain't have nobody to call that will let me, just sleep right there till I could get my shit together. I had to count on me. And that's like those trauma situations stick with you. No matter how much a person say they love you and be there for you, bro. Man, I just you think about that shit, bro, and it be real out here, bro. It's really real out here. And I don't want to become that old AJ. And so I really have to take the time to find out and heal for myself, bro, because I don't want to be that person, bro. Like, I've gotten better, but I see myself drifting off sometimes. And them wound, like that's why I say, bro, you gotta watch the energy that you around yourself around, because people can literally throw you off your own purpose and can open up old wounds and trigger points to the point where you end up flashing back to the old person that you been far away from. And it's scary out here, bro. You don't want to do that. I don't want to be in nobody's jail cell. I don't want to end up dead. Like, I want to make sure I see my kids graduate. Like, you know what I mean? Like, certain shit like that hurts me today to see that my brother won't be able to see his kids graduate. He missed their first Christmas. I mean, not even their first Christmas. This is his first Christmas without him. Like, that shit hurted me. That like, and I'm not even a holiday person. I don't give a fuck. It's just, you know what that shit means to the kids. And all that shit. Like, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, because I know the true meaning behind all that bullshit, so I don't give a fuck. But you know what that shit means to the kids and all that shit. So, bro, please, man, the people that do support you and that really, you could count on, that's going to be there, support you and help you, man, love on them people, spend time with them people, and love on them, man. And like I said, bro, I'm trying to get better as this shit go. I've been off my game. I ain't been really on point and feeling like I've been on my, like, as an intelligent on how I speak on here as I should be. But I have gotten better than what I was doing before. And I see that in the growth of my views. And I don't even really share my shit on Facebook no more, dog. Like, I'm not doing this shit with people I know no more. Like, as far as, like, fucking with that shit. I'm appreciating the people that do support me and that I don't know. So I appreciate y'all. This is episode 83. Please click the like and subscribe button, part 1. Love y'all. I'm out.